Today, I'm gonna show you how to properly season your brand new Weber griddle. So let's grab our supplies, let's head out, and let's get it done. The supplies we need for today's video are very easy. I've got some of those blue heavy-duty paper towels. They call those shop towels as well. I'm gonna use some of those. I have some canola oil and a pair of tongs. That's it, super easy. Let's head outside. Step number one in the griddle seasoning process is let's go through and get this griddle surface cleaned. And I want to get the sides, I want to get the griddle surface, everything. So I want to make sure we have a clean surface that is ready to be seasoned. So I'm just using 1 drop of Dawn soap in my water, and I'm using one of my favorite little scrub daddies. Go through and get that scrubbed up. Next, we'll come back, we'll get it wiped off. Now I'm gonna go through and wipe all that soap off, and then I'll come back through and rinse it, but wanna just get everything wiped off and have one more chance to kind of get in all those corners with my towel. And like I said, now that I've got the soap wiped off, time to come through and rinse it off with a clean towel and get all that soap residue off. And now with a damp rag, we are going to go through and get all of that soap residue off again. Like I said, make sure we get the back, make sure we get the sides. We want everything off, getting this all ready to be seasoned. Okay, we have the griddle all cleaned and we wiped it dry. We have no soap residue. So first thing we'll do is take the cover off. We're gonna set that to the side because we are gonna season everything on this griddle. So we haven't started yet. What we'll do is go ahead and add the oil to it. I'm using about 2 to 3 tablespoons. I have my paper towel here, and what I'm gonna do is just get this rubbed into all the surfaces. I'm going on the back, the sides, everywhere. I'm trying to get a nice thin layer of oil in here, and that will start our seasoning process, okay? So what we'll do next is we're gonna go ahead and start it. We'll get this ignited. We're gonna heat it for about 15 minutes. And what you'll see is that oil will start to turn black. It will start to smoke. And then we will start step 2 of the seasoning process. So now that we are done, it is time to go ahead and start the griddle up. We'll go ahead and push this in, turn it, give it a click, and we are started and ready to go. We'll do that to all 3 burners. Now that the burners are on, we're gonna go ahead and let this first coat heat up for 15 minutes. Now, in between coats, you're gonna see that smoking. And that's actually okay because that's the oil kind of burning off or polymerizing, if you will, with that griddle surface, so don't sweat it. Once that smoke is done, we know that that oil is really set and doing its thing, helping make that nonstick surface. Here we are right after 15 minutes. It is time for round 2. So I'll go ahead and add that oil. Now I'm using a pair of tongs because I definitely want to be safe. I also have on my Weber heat-proof gloves. So carefully, we're going to work this second coating of oil in here and get that all ready to go. And like I said, I'm just using some canola oil today. That works out well. And then like I always say, let's get the sides of this griddle as well, right? We're gonna get the griddle surface and all of the sides. All right, so now that we are coated again, we're gonna let this go for another 15 minutes. This will be round 2. Here we are back at it for round number 3. Same thing again, put a light coat of oil on there. Make sure we get the sides, the front, and the entire griddle surface. Tell you what, we're gonna let it go for another 15 minutes. We'll come back and finish the final step, round number 4. Okay, here it is, round number 4, our last part of this seasoning process. And I'll tell you what, I'm so happy. This griddle looks amazing. It looks super fantastic, and we are getting it well seasoned. And the nice thing is, once we have it seasoned and we've helped create that non-stick coating, we are going to have so much success not having things stick. It's going to be great. So we'll go ahead and lay this final layer on, give it our last 15 minutes here, and then we're gonna show you how we shut it down, get it ready for our first cook. Well, there you have it. That is what it looks like after 4 rounds of seasoning. Now, we're gonna go ahead and shut this off and let it cool down before I put the lid or the cover back on. But what I'm going to do is take one more swipe across this with whatever oil is still on my towel. And I just wanna get one more thin layer on here so that has a chance to sit in between now and my first cook. And there you have it. Just like that, we taught you how to season your brand new Weber griddle and get ready for more cooking adventures. Now, I've got 2 videos coming up for you. First video is my 5 favorite features of that Weber griddle and our first cook. All those videos coming up next.